So Nina Turner is hands down going to be the best choice for 2024 in terms of progressive presidential candidates. That is Nina Turner, yes. So she's running in Ohio's 11th, and I had this realization basically yesterday when I saw that Ted Lieu endorsed her. So Ted Lieu apparently is an Ohio native. I didn't know that because he's actually a representative in California, but he grew up in Northeast Ohio. He's backing Nina Turner. So this was a surprise. Most of the other representative endorsements are like clear cut progressives, and so it was kind of obvious that they were going to endorse her. This one is less like that. Now, I don't know exactly the chops in terms of progressivism of Ted Lieu, but the thing about this is he's much more in the center, at least in terms of political speaking. He endorsed Hillary in 2016, I believe, and then he endorsed Kamala Harris in 2020. So it goes to show you like this is a more center leaning guy than AOC and Bernie Sanders and those other people. So this is a big deal for her to get this kind of thing. And what it shows me, and we can look at this endorsement list. I mean, look at all of these the state of Ohio elected officials. You know what I mean? Current representatives, council members. Obviously at the state level. This is really how you win these elections. Is being able to get people from the area that you're running in. This is a problem with a lot of the progressives who will run in an area. They're not like really from the area, or they haven't put in the work. Nina Turner did the opposite of that. She had put in the work. She I think ran uncontested for like state senate seats, so she won that. She ran for state treasury. She got like over 1 million votes. I'm sure most of those were just party line votes, but she clearly built her name recognition in the state of Ohio. So she goes to Ohio to run. She has all these Ohio State level, representatives and councilmen, government officials endorsing her. Then she's got all of these, national names, huge national names you can see, Katie Porter, Ilhan Omar, Bernie Sanders, AOC, like all these people. And then you've got these organizations, you see some, Ohio organizations here as well, Ohio State Council of Machinists, Ohio Women's Alliance Action Fund. All of these like endorsements are so fucking important, and at this point, I think endorsements are worth more than even donations are. So it seems to me, what strikes me with all of this stuff is, it appears that Nina Turner knows what she's doing. Okay, and so my biggest worry if she were to run in 2024 is she wouldn't have held any federal level of office. Now, the presumption that I'm going with in this situation, in terms of she's the clear cut progressive candidate for 2024, that is that, um, you know, she will have a federal house seat. She will win the election. So the poll that she released had her at 50% and everybody else at like 12 or 10 or something. So presuming that she does win, I think that she is the clear-cut candidate. She'll have won that race. She will have done a really good job in that field and beating Shontel Brown, someone who the establishment is rallying around. She has the potential to really tap into the African-American vote in a presidential primary. She's the one, I remember Charlemagne and P. Diddy were endorsing her for president or vice president. So she has some real potential there. The only worry I would have is, I don't know how the white vote would go in that kind of election. But, that definitely taps into there. She would obviously be, the first black woman president if she were to run. So that would be something as well. Although a lot of centrist Democrats hate Nina Turner. But clearly she knows what she's doing the most. She will have some experience at that point. We saw Pete Buttigieg was like a mayor, so there's not even that high of a bar for that anymore. But if she's able to really garner some of the African American vote while also getting good pockets of the other demographics, she's got a really good shot. And regardless, the options we have just aren't really that deep. I mean, who do you got? You got Ro Khanna. AOC will barely be of age to run for president. Barely, just barely. Bernie Sanders, he's kind of going in the sunset of his career, obviously. There just aren't even really that many options, right? So it's not like, oh, who's really the best chance to win? It's kind of like, out of all the options you have, who can just do the best? And I mean, it's obviously Nina Turner. So that's the realization that I've had. And again, this is all based on the presumption that she wins this seat. If she does not win this seat, then actually I'm going to have to take this back. But the poll numbers and all the stuff that I see her doing, it just seems pretty clear to me that she is the 2024 candidate.